Hey everybody, this is this is a video I want to make before the season starts. Here are my, I want to just say 10 NASCAR predictions for the 2025 NASCAR Cup Series season. Let's get into it. First, I want to start off by saying Christopher Bell is going to come out swinging. He is really pissed off by how bad 2024 ended. He would have been the champion in any other points format in NASCAR history besides the playoffs. He was one spot short of Las Vegas. He should have won the Vegas race. That was one of the races I sat there like, damn, man. Vegas, you got to think about Vegas. You got to think about Roval. You got to think about Bristol. You got to think about all those races in the playoffs that he just had won, And in the championship race, he showed a lot of speed before that final restart. I mean, he was probably the guy to beat before Logano's insane move in Phoenix. Can't pass for shit at Phoenix. Phoenix is the worst track ever. NASCAR should change that. I don't like that they have it at Phoenix, but Kansas, Phoenix. Not like Kansas, my Homestead, other good tracks. I think Bell's going to come out swinging. He might. I'm not going to say he's going to jump up there with wins, but I think he's going to at least match or go over, maybe 4, maybe 5 wins this season. He's going to come out there, and I think this is going to be a different Christopher Bell we've ever seen. I think he's going to go out there. He might be the guy. He might be the most consistent guy in the field from the spring all the way to the playoffs, all the way through the playoffs. I know Adam Stevens. I know Toyota. I know JGR. I know they can do it. He's going back to dirt for, I think Chili Bowl sometime this month. So I think Christopher Bell has it made. Number 2 on our list, I got Noah Gragson winning one cup race. I had it last year, but it didn't happen. I don't know where this racetrack will be at. Maybe Talladega, maybe Daytona, maybe Richmond. I don't know. But I think in that new 4-car for I think it's front row. I think he will be the guy to win a race. Third prediction is that Martin Truex Jr. is going to win at least one Xfinity race that he participates in. I think he's got the talent. I think if you get him away from James Small, he can actually do something for once. That crew chief pairing was absolutely horrendous, and I think if he starts races at like Rockingham, Martinsville, just 5 or 6 Xfinity races, I think he's going to get at least one of those wins. Number 4 on my prediction, I think that Ty Gibbs will break out and win his first ever Cup Series race this year. It might not be the best win of the season, and I've said this last season, I said it in his rookie season, but he built a lot better this season. I mean, he made the playoffs. He ran good at Briscoe before that fuck up on pit road. I mean, he wasn't bad this year by any stretch of the imagination. So I think 2025 he's going to get a win somewhere. Probably spring Bristol, like he should have this last year. Maybe the New Mexico race. Maybe Coda. Whatever. Wherever he's on a race, I think he's got a chance of winning. He's not bad at any track. Richmond, hell, Richmond was a track he was all right at. So I think Ty Gibbs will win his first Cup Series race this year, make the playoffs, maybe around 12. I don't see around 8 yet. But yeah, halfway through our list, we're on number 5. I think Chase Briscoe is going to struggle big time in the 19. I don't trust any bit in James Small's ability to coach a young driver like, Chase Briscoe. Chase Briscoe's a good driver. Don't get me wrong. He's not my favorite by any fucking stretch of the imagination, period. But I think Chase Briscoe, he can't handle that shit. I mean, yelling with Martin and him, it was bickering and backering. I feel like the same shit's going to happen this year. It's going to cost him some wins. Trust me, I think that 19's going to be there to win some races like Dover, where Texas, some of these good tracks, these tracks they have been good at. Look at Texas last year. Without the pit road fuck up and James yelling in his ear, Martin would have had a top 4, top 3 finish in the Texas spring race. He had to settle for 14. Look at all the races he cost Martin in 2024. We're going to exclude Kansas. We're going to exclude Richmond. We're going to exclude all those. I mean, look at the races he absolutely fucked Martin over big time, dude. I think it's going to happen. I think we're gonna realize how bad James Small is with a better driver, quote unquote better driver, or younger driver. Yeah, he's probably gonna win a race sometime this season or next season, but I do not believe in James Small's ability to crew chief a young driver like that. Martin was in the series for like 15, 16 years, when they started working together. When it's Chase Briscoe, he's only been here 4, so you gotta think about it. He's working with completely different person. I don't think Chase Briscoe and James Small are gonna have a good pairing at all in 2025. Number 6 on our list. I hate saying this, but I think Kyle Busch is going to win his final Cup Series races in 2025. I mean, look, you got to think, he was there the summer. Hell, Daytona, he had one. Darlington, I don't know why he didn't try to make the pass, but he should have won that one too. But before that, he was just awful from the spring all the way to the summer. The only race in the summer I saw he had speed was Gateway, and Larson fucked that over. So I think he might win at Gateway, one of these flat tracks, break his losing streak. But I think he's gonna get maybe 1, maybe even 3 wins. That's gonna be it. Maybe 1 win next season, but we're gonna see the final little bit wins from Kyle Busch. It's time for him hanging up. You go back to 2022. He didn't have no speed in any race from the last 36 races. From race 17, it was over. I mean, there was no more Kyle Busch in 18. He just sucked. And you can say, well, you bet no, he didn't. He probably had one of the best cars out there, and he just saw it. Look at Nashville. He had at least top 15, top 10. He had a car that was stronger than Martin Truex Jr. He had a car that was stronger than Kevin Harvick. And he just throws it in the wall and just rides it. Kyle Busch might win the Daytona 500. Kyle Busch might win 34 races this season. But they're going to be the last 34 races of his career in the Cup Series. They're going to be the couple last wins we're going to see the KFB in victory lane. I think it's getting to the point where he's not going to be that guy anymore. I mean, RCR does not have the equipment like that anymore. Look at Austin Dillon's like 1 win in 2024. Yeah, he basically committed manslaughter, but he showed up at a track like Richmond. He's not going to show up at Daytona. He's not going to show up at Talladega. He's not going to show up at Kansas, Homestead, Gateway, Phoenix, anywhere like that. It's hard to judge RCR because they're such an up and down team. But believe me when I say this is going to be the final Cup Series wins we're going to see out of Kyle Busch in 2025. Number 7, I got, because Harrison Burton's moving back down to Xfinity Series. I think he's only going to win 1 Xfinity Series race, and he might find a Cup ride for next in 2026. I have no idea. This is one of them small little predictions I'm not going to go into. 1 race for Harrison Burton Xfinity Series. Number 8, and this one's probably an obvious. I got Shane Van Gisbergen struggling big time in the Cup Series full time. I don't know why we moved him up so quickly. Do we not learn anything from Danica Patrick? I mean, he's on show speed, of course. It's him. Look at. I think that Mexico race is gonna be one, and he might even win some races, but they're gonna be road courses. I don't see oval for at least 2 years of his life in the Cup Series. Number 9, I think Alex Bowman can win 3 Cup Series races. I think Alex Bowman is due for a 2021 season again with 4 wins. I think 3 is going to be his limit. I think they're going to come in pretty dominant fashion. I think Alex Bowman showed up in the playoffs, and he should have made the round 8. And our last prediction here, and this is the one I've said for the last 3 seasons, and I really hope in God it becomes true. I believe Sheldon Creed will win one of the Xfinity races on B, and I think he's going to snap through and win. He should have won 5 of them in 2024. He should have won 8 of them in 2022. He should have won like 6 of them in 2022, 2023. I mean, it's mind-blowing how unlucky he gets on calls, on pit road, it's like, fuck, dude. But those are my 10 predictions for 2025. If you guys enjoyed it, please leave a like, subscribe for more. Until next time, have a good one.